It's suggestive content.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that bad in that I like looking at it.
I've been given shit for something just as bad in putting it in
No,
other
no.
places.
I mean,
You
it
can't give me that
is
crap.
not safe for work, but it's not that bad in terms of I like looking at it.
I know,
Alright.
but I'm just saying. I've been given shit for less than this.
Okay, let's see. Streaming room?
Jason?
There it is. Yes.
We have an issue.
What's that?
Oh, so Ron, every time you've been given crap, it's been for good reason, because regardless, it's still not safe for work. It's just different layers of it.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
an
did I
onion.
not change
It's
the
still
number?
inside of that onion, but it's an onion.
But it's still an onion. And for me, I'm just like, hey, as long as it doesn't show Bob's and vagina, it's good.
It
And everyone else is
should
like,
be the
no.
right one. Are we on the right channel? We should be on the right channel.
Yeah, it also says we're playing how to fool
I changed you, you donkey! Ah! Why do you not freaking work? Can you change on
Wait,
your
why
end?
am I all
or-
the way up there? Am I getting operated on?
Now it's just tabletop RPGs, but it still just says name as the title of the episode.
It shouldn't. I fixed it. Why? Okay, can we change that? How do we change that? You heard me type out to lie or not to lie.
I didn't hear you type it out. I heard Kane typing a lot, but he said something.
At stream info. Here we go. To lie or not. Not to lie. There.
Alright, there you go.
And
It's
then
updated
I
now.
gotta switch to my YouTube.
Let me double check the YouTube. That was just
Okay,
from the
now,
Twitch standpoint.
Here's another funny one.
Yeah, it did the same thing with YouTube. Why do you not work, you donkey cheese biscuits? I do so much for you.
Donkey butt.
Donkey potato cheese donkeys. Alright, content, live, change the name to lie or not to lie. Save. There you go. Cheeseburger. Okay, we should be live. We should be properly named now. We should be normally set up. Everything should be fine and dandy.
Chat box,
10
by the
minutes
way.
late.
What's that?
Can't see your chat box.
Can't
There's
see.
just more
Oh,
map.
God! Why do you not work for me? Why do you not do it right? Ah, hold on. Heroes. Chat.
This is another
Okay.
case if we start a half an hour late.
Well, you know, only 16 minutes this time. Here we go. Alright. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Zero is a little bit late because he's currently eating lunch. And if you're confused on why his lunch is right now, it's because he's in Australia. They're very different times. 19 hours ahead. But anyway, so we are here today with Wale, Ron, although he's not technically in this episode.
IKEA.
Akia. Sophia, and Corin, who will be voicing live NPCs, including Tanya, because his character has hit the ground and died horribly.
Don't say that.
Another one bites the dust.
Ooh,
No!
ooh, ooh.
Boom, boom.
Alright, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all filtering in. Genshin, blah, 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 and then back to this final one. Just sharing
Last
my
time.
stuff where I always share it. You guys are welcome to share it as well if you guys are interested in seeing more of this content. Okay, obligatory self-promotion. If you guys enjoy this content, look at the bottom left. We have a Patreon. Go and check that out and feel free to pledge to us. Hi, Pocket. And I know, right, Pocket? Your schedule is always messed up. Go check out our Discord on bottom right as well, and go check out our YouTube if you are not on it already. Tables of Tartarus, go subscribe to it, and you can watch all of our previous content and any new content that we create that will not be kept on Twitch. Okay, so last episode, Akia was with what's her name?
How many quirks you got?
Yeah, was with her. Is that, hey, it's Mr. Torque. Hi, Mr. Torque. Is my thing working? It is indeed. Okay.
Don't worry, Torque. You were barely late at all. We're literally only starting seconds ago.
Ow. Whose microphone was that? Anyways, yeah, so last episode, on Jumpchain, Heroes, you guys were moving around. Tanya asked, Akia how many quirks she had, in which Akia very terribly told her how many quirks she had in very little statements, such as, 2. Oh, well, what about your tails? Ah! It was beautiful, don't worry about it. And so, beyond that, ow, who does that? Anyways, beyond that, we have talked with, Octopus Lady, who, Zero is simping for so unbelievably hardcore. Ron has now left the Heroes team as well. He is now on the Villains. If you guys want to see Ron actually participate in stuff, go to the Villains and watch his new character Axel playing the stuff. It'll make sense as you watch it why his character has changed and stuff like that, and especially in the newest episode that released last week. And yeah, Wally's currently super injured. He wasn't here last week because of horrible ice storms in Texas. I assume that most of our audience has experienced these ice storms, so have fun.
Screw everything to do with
Texans don't like snow, yo. And also, Octopus Lady has informed Akia that she should probably get some therapy, so Octopus Lady, decided to, give the number, to call a number, which you guys saw inside the Villains episode. I won't go into too much detail on it. We're going to go heavily into that in the Villains episode as well. Oxo, Zero, why do you want the Octopus Lady to step on you? She's, like, barely taller than you. Oh, right, he's at 0. Hold on, I gotta turn him up.
Man, I wouldn't mind having that octopus woman as my therapist.
Oh god. Yeah, we were playing.
Also, I don't know. Pikachu boy is being stupid today.
We were playing Phasmophobia state, so I had 0 at like 0 for like the last couple minutes till just now. Oh my god. Okay. I don't remember if no, I didn't have anybody else at 0. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, Octopus Lady is having a hell of a time trying to process everything. Her sister's in the hospital. Such a fun time. Wally has hurt himself so unbelievably badly, he's in currently what is considered to be intensive care. Although, mostly because nobody really knows how his body works, and he looks like somebody made him go one-on-one with a wood chipper and a lawnmower at the same time.
I still won.
And you might be asking, how do you go one-on-one with 2 things? It's by them cheating. Duh. Alright, anyways. So, last episode, what's-her-face, Octopus Lady, had a conversation with Zero, telling him that either he goes to jail, or they train him to not be a horrifying, explosive destruction expert on the streets. They rather much use his skills in a refined area than let him be a public nuisance, or let him rot in jail, because that just kind of sucks for children, essentially. You're like 15. And then Akia went with, she healed herself, showing one of her quirks to Tanya, and then she also mentioned that she has crystal manipulation as another one of her quirks, and then she has a physiology quirk, which is her tails. Because, what?
The ears.
Yeah, the ears and the tail, and yeah, just showing all of you off. And, yeah, so she lied several times to her, saying, how many quirks do you have? 2. Oh, yeah? What about your body? Why are there 2 times?
Yeah, I misspelled 3. That's the reason why.
Anyway, so they start walking off so they can go and attempt to heal Wally, depending on how injured he is and how much Tanya would like to have Akia help her and stuff like that. So you guys are currently walking down the hall. We do have a new hospital map here, which is quite nice. Ignore the Elven Tower. This place looks pretty nice. So you guys are currently walking down the halls. doesn't seem to be too much going on in the halls at the moment besides the usual chill-chatter of hospitals.
Okay.
Why are you super quiet?
Is that better?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, you two are you just walking in silence?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything if I don't have to. I already dug myself a hole.
Tanya ain't got a whole lot to ask at this point, because it's pretty obvious that Akia is not being forthcoming.
Not very good when it comes to your mentor here.
Good luck. I got my octopus lady.
Oh,
So you two are just walking, not saying anything.
is it still the night of the full moon?
Yeah, it's it would be 9 o'clock ish.
PM?
So yeah, PM. So not quite full nighttime, but is relatively night.
Well, yeah, but the full moon is still a full moon,
Yeah.
regardless.
So the full moon
Yeah,
is
Even
still
during the
active.
daytime, you can still see it.
My powers are only getting stronger until midnight when they're at their max, when I can do
Yep.
the most healing.
It's weird. Why midnight?
Because
moon
that's
is
when
full.
the moon is directly overhead.
What? That's
I have no idea how this magic steps work.
That's how
yeah.
they
I just mean
do
like,
it in the anime.
because like for example, like the moon is like, I can look at the moon during the day,
Yeah.
so it's weird to say that it's directly overhead during nighttime when that's not always the case.
According to the Avatar The Last Airbender lore and stuff,
Mhm.
waterbenders become the most powerful when the moon is quote unquote directly above head, which is at midnight.
Hmm.
And that's why
Hmm.
firebenders don't fight them at night, is because when they're more powerful at night when the moon is out, but they become even more powerful during midnight, just like
Are
firebenders
they?
become even
Are
more
they
powerful
more?
during midday.
Wait. So what happens if the moon is out in full during the day? Who's more powerful then?
It cancels each other out, I guess, because the sun and the moon are out at the same time.
The only thing I can
But
say
wait,
for that
because
would be yes.
when do the firebenders have an affinity for the sun specifically? I know they have an affinity for that one comet, but
Mm-hmm. I have no
Because
idea.
the sun is hot.
yeah, there's the eclipse.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just weird.
I have no idea
I need to
how.
rewatch the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works. But anyway, so you guys are just walking kind of in silence. I assume that Tanya has a bit of a annoyed look to her. As for she's checking.
Nope.
She
She doesn't particularly care.
Fair. Yeah, she's checking sheet after sheet of the rooms that y'all passed. Bathroom was pretty ruined. It's just no conversation is being had here.
At this point, Akia would lose her nerve and just be like, look, even if I did tell you why I have more than 2 quarks, it wouldn't. It's very difficult to explain, and you would put me in a loony bin if I told you.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would sound like a crazy person.
Congrats. Welcome to the club.
Alright.
When there's nothing else to say.
I don't know where to go with this.
Well, you know what? Those were good points. Those are just good points.
You know what? Fair
Tanya,
point. Let's drop this convo.
Oh my gosh.
We just there was a dollhouse's room already.
Yeah, after a little bit of walking, you eventually turn into his room. Conversation being very null and void, and it's incredibly awkward for you. But you eventually get to Dollhouse's room. He looks fucked up. would be the technical term for this. Dollhouse, would you like to explain what your character looks like after all this horror and trauma?
Well, he'd be on a ventilator because he, blended his insides a little bit here and there, Like the good Kush. He burned himself with his own quirk, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
His skin it doesn't look much like himself. There's lines going from the top of his head all the way to his toes that are kind of just scarred over at this point. Mostly he's covered in stitches, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Take a cheese grater, take like a line, a cut, and then put about 1,000 of those all over his body.
Yeah. Cheese graters and wood chippers, lawnmowers.
Got a blindfold over his eyes because both his eyes are currently screwed.
Mm-hmm.
It don't look pleasant.
Yeah.
He don't much look like himself. Whether that's his own doing at this point is untellable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you walk in and both of you guys see a majorly fucked up dollhouse who went toe-to-toe with a lawnmower called himself.
And none of his strings are like out and about, right?
Nope.
He's got a single string, and that's
single
because he
string.
can't see. So he needs to be able to feel around his surroundings.
Right, yeah. So there's a single string kind of just moving around him slowly.
Is it moving fast or kind of slow? Okay.
It's moving like an eye would move.
Okay. All right. That's chill for now.
Makes you slightly uncomfortable, but nothing you can't
definitely.
handle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys walk in, see the damage that's been caused by him, which makes you A, profoundly uncomfortable because of looking at it, and B, even more profoundly uncomfortable because, the corn went through worse. At least you assume so. Okay. Tanya, you gonna say anything?
Nope, she's just currently observing Akia, standing there, waiting.
I slowly move closer to Dollhouse.
Okay.
And I look at him and I'm a little bit shocked. But then I'll say to him, "You're going to get better. I'm going to heal you."
Oh. Hello. Sorry, can you say that again?
You're going to get better. I'm going to heal you.
Who are you again?
Akia.
Oh. But your quirk isn't healing.
I know. But I do have a healing quirk.
Uh-huh.
God damn it!
You're so bad at how you hit this all the way up to now, and now you're just like, hey, don't fucking heal you.
So, what exactly are you on right now to make you this high?
Not on anything.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Are you absolutely
I have not done any drugs, if that is what you're asking.
I'm asking more than that. What kind of methamphetamine have you taken today?
None!
Drugs.
I have not done any drugs whatsoever.
And can I have some? This is very painful.
I'm not on anything.
But you don't have a healing quirk.
I do have a healing quirk.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
the
do.
The other teacher, the one that tells quirks, would have said so.
No! Just be like, bitch, watch this, then grab his arm.
Or have we completely forgotten his relevance in this story?
He would have said so if it was a quirk.
So
Yeah.
you don't have a healing quirk.
I do. Okay, so very difficult to explain. Technically, it's not considered a quirk,
And it's,
but by
then stop calling it a
standards,
quirk.
it's technically a quirk.
Then it's not a quirk.
I have healing powers.
I can heal you. Do you trust me?
The last thing I'm going to do is trust somebody who's higher than I am.
I am not high. Tell him I'm not high.
I looked over the things. They haven't given her any drugs recently.
I don't do drugs, Dollhouse.
I've
You
given
know
her
this.
drugs.
What was that, Dollhouse?
Oh, so they have given her drugs. Plus, even if I wanted to stop you, I can't move my arms or my legs. I can barely actually turn my head.
Is there a
Nothing I can-
sink in the room?
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go turn on the sink.
Okay.
So I have ample water
Mhm.
source, I guess, to do everything I need to do.
Now, I don't exactly know the nature of his wounds and how exactly your healing would interact with it.
The nature of his wounds would be agony.
I feel at a cellular level if I take enough time and focus enough.
True. Let's see.
So,
How much time would y'all be spending here, by the by? Tanya?
as much time as I can is what I would do.
Yeah. This is catastrophic damage, so it's probably going to be a while.
That's true. Alright. So you
Not
start
using
getting
spirit water as well.
Yeah, I don't have any spirit water.
So you start getting to work on him. It is a slow and, for Dollhouse, agonizing experience. Imagine every one of the fibers of your cells being woven back together bit by bit every couple of minutes.
Is she? We're torturing our teacher today.
I'm not torturing him. I'm trying to heal him.
Well, he's also being sarcastic.
But yeah, so she starts fixing you after several hours of pure intensive work. She's fixed some of you. Your wounds are bad, but she's at least managed to fix some of you. Since she doesn't have any spirit water, it is taking significantly longer than it probably should. The moon is definitely helping. If it wasn't a full moon, she would not even be able to get anywhere close to healing most of your wounds. But thankfully, with the addition of the sink and the full moon, she is, after several hours of pure agonizing wound bondage, she is slowly healing you up. I'd probably say most of your deeper wounds, such as your lungs, for example, probably your insides, most specifically, probably got more or less healed. Your outsides is still fucked up to all hell, but at least your insides are working.
Hey, look, breathing. I forgot how that felt.
I would also at some point start focusing on his eyes, so that way he would be able to see and not just use his threads.
His eyes would be a little bit more complicated than most of those things just because they move more than, say, the heart or things. They have the vision, and that connects to, you know, the brain and everything like that. And so you probably... Were you trying to focus on both or just one?
I would focus on both of them, but whichever one is more damage would be my first priority to heal first.
Okay.
So his
what?
His left.
So you start trying to heal them. After the several hours of fixing his insides, trying to fix his eyes, he can breathe again. His heart is working fairly normally. His stomach is still fucked up, but not quite as bad. And he can partially see out of, if you focused on the left eye more than the other one, but still both, probably would be able to see to a minor degree out of his left eye. And you are feeling like a truck ran over you several times in a row and off a cliff.
Nice. exactly how it planned out. Nice. What's Tanya doing? Like, how is she helping?
She's not.
Oh, great. Okay. After I've done all this, I'm gonna look at Tanya and be like, "Y'all gonna help?"
You didn't ask. Seems like you have a healing quirk. Why not take the opportunity to see how yours works?
You didn't ask.
You know,
You
she's
gonna
not
help
wrong.
now that I'm like exhausted?
If you want to swap out, sure.
Please.
You did never ask her this entire time that you've been in my room.
She calmly steps forward. Do you have a functioning esophagus?
I think so.
It
Cool.
should
Drink this.
not
There's
damage.
not a whole lot left, but here.
Dollhouse
She
takes-
hands you a gourd.
Well, it's been a while since I've had something to drink. Dollhouse takes a swig.
It's very sweet tasting. It smells vaguely of almost grape, possibly. Yeah, probably grape.
Hmm. Kind of
It's not. I don't think it is. I don't think it's grape cough syrup unless I'm being lied to.
That should serve as a catalyst for recovery. It'll hold kick into gear your entire recovery process. Within the next 10 minutes, you'll find that your body is healing itself at an unprecedented rate.
neat.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, that's the last of the stuff.
Unfortunately, it's
least.
still gonna take you quite some time to actually, properly function again. But
Again, he did also dislocate all of his bones in the process, so I would not doubt there's some reconnecting going on there.
Question.
What's up?
Well, while that's going on, can I summon my unicorn that can heal wounds?
The one I shot.
you won't pull out another quirk?
They've already seen this one.
She hasn't. He hasn't.
Yeah, he has, because I had the little snowman guy.
Wait,
Go
unicorn?
ahead and pull it out, assuming it responds. It was tranked earlier, so it might choose
No, this
to
is
not
a
respond out of
unicorn, not
choice.
the Pegasus.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Never mind then.
So yeah, literally no one would have seen this. Oh no, okay,
Yeah,
so
go
yeah,
ahead
you
and
would
pull
pull
that one
out
out.
that thing. So
I'll
you,
post,
yeah.
I'll post it
Mhm.
in general.
Okay.
That's not what I meant. Okay, well,
You
oopsies.
you could also post it into Roll20 itself.
Very interesting choice.
It's very. There we go.
Okay. Let's see. Unicorn that can heal wounds with touch of horn and teleport seemingly will, but is incredibly paranoid.
It is
Luck
paranoid,
convincing it
but
to get
I
next
don't-
to him.
well, it listens to me.
So it spawns. You're inside of a room that has a man who probably has like almost all his joints dislocated, so he looks freakishly elongated to a degree. A woman standing over him that looks semi-angry inside of a hospital room with the sounds of
You
people
assume
groaning.
angry. Her face, she's not expressing any particular emotions.
Oh. Well, she's
She doesn't
6
have a
foot
reason to.
something, so her posture. No, not posture. Her stature is massive. But yeah, and then the moans and groans
Big
of
and
people
angry.
outside.
Oh no, it's gonna be quiet in here.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Gotta
okay.
make sure it's quiet. And
Oh yeah, fair.
do you
Fair.
think you want to be able to hear people moaning and groaning from an operating table? Come on, man.
But yeah, so it spawns and yeah,
I'm dying!
it can see Wally standing, laying there.
If I was standing, I would
Wants
not
to.
be sitting with my own
I don't think it feels good about this room.
No, it doesn't. It spawns. It looks at you. It looks at the freakishly elongated person on a table, and it goes away.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Are you even gonna tell it how to help? It fucking disappeared again.
Yo, healer.
God damn it.
4.
Wait, was she talking to me?
Yeah,
She said, "Yo, healer." 4.
4?
4 quirks.
That's the 4th quirk.
Shit.
this point, we can
Technically-
stop calling them quirks,
Technically,
right?
it's not a quirk because keys. I used a key, not a quirk.
Yeah. True fact. But on the other hand, what else? What other term am I supposed to use for it?
Magic.
Thanks for using your superpowers.
It's magic.
Could call them gifts.
Yes, Dollhouse is correct. It is a gift from the divine.
Isn't that literally what a quirk is, though?
You have been given a gift from God. That is your answer.
Though I don't know what she would call them, frankly.
Never been too much a fan of relying on the graces of God. But you do you. No shame.
That voice shape actually did come out of Akia, by the way.
Oh, I love how you're talking like you got a gift from God, and Tanya's like, all right.
You. Dollhouse, right?
Yep.
One of your students was worried for you. Give her a phone call when you're out of the room. In the meantime, Sophia, forgot to say her name. Don't want to be
Oh.
confusing. Yeah.
Tiny monster lady.
Wow.
Okay. By the way, Akia,
Yeah, Dollhouse.
where's Ron? Or Onyx?
I don't know. I created that bubble and then I passed out. He wasn't in the hospital when I came.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna be in more trouble then.
Speaking of trouble, how'd you sustain these injuries? According to the report, you were engaged with an enemy of considerable power.
Oh, Jack the Stitcher.
Yep. How many of these injuries were inflicted by him?
None.
None.
Every single one was my own doing, actually.
Just kind of sighs. I see. Good luck with your recovery then.
Thanks. By the way, he is dead.
Good. I was worried I'd have to terminate him myself pretty soon. Thanks for
Hmm.
that.
You're welcome. Is there something you're not telling me about this?
How'd you guess?
Because my specialty is espionage, not combat.
Your specialty seems to be seeing the obvious.
Well, duh, no crap. Now, me and you both know this little game is gonna end. Which one of your companions was it? Because it sure as crap wasn't the villains. They're a little too incompetent for that, frankly.
I'm not good at the pronoun game. Ask your questions bluntly, you'll get blunt answers.
Which one of the idiots that you came to this world with is the one who made Jack? He's not natural, even by this world standards.
We didn't make him. We healed him.
Great.
Yeah. Guy was on death's door. His quirk was going berserk. Ripped him apart, started destroying his organs. Me and a friend were on site. I don't regret putting him back together. But it is regrettable that he took those actions with a body that I healed. Hence why I came back to the city to see if I couldn't terminate him myself.
That's fair. Ain't regrettable helping a person, it's only regrettable what they do with that afterwards. I wasn't gonna blame you. Regardless, he's dead anyway, so...
Wait, you came
Yeah.
from another world?
Some of these places feel like they're worlds apart. She shrugs. Specifically, I traveled over here from... God, where was I? Yeah, I took a flight out from Cancun. Spent most of my time in Mexico. Last, 2 years?
Are the cartels?
Mm,
Well, let's just say that I might be a healer, but my hands are a little bloodier than most surgeons would normally be.
can I insight that?
Roll
Sure.
science.
Because
She's,
the way that Dollhouse phrased it made it
17.
Yeah, It's pretty obvious that Dollhouse is implying a pretty obvious thing. Tanya is 100% telling the truth, but it's obvious she's also hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
Well,
implication
as
that
they
you
say-
are getting from this is that Dollhouse is suggesting that she's also a jumper of sorts. Mhm. That's currently what your mindset is on.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hold on. Alright, Dice told me to. Are you okay. I know what you're saying is probably true, but what Dollhouse was implying was,
Kid, ask blunt questions to get blunt answers. Don't
are
dance
you a
around it.
jumper?
Yes. Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so maybe it's not as insane as I thought it was, on why I have so many quirks.
They aren't quirks.
Okay.
Like I said, I wouldn't throw you in the loony bin. Welcome to the party. Or whatever phrase I used earlier. Welcome to the something.
Alright.
Regardless, this is, I mean, fair, but I was just having to get her butt out of a situation. By the way, why were you in that crazy man's arms as he drugged you into an unsolicited building?
You know, it seems like you need to get more rest.
Uh-huh.
You
Before
rest
that,
some
and
more.
what, by the way,
I try to walk out of the room.
I mean, Dollhouse isn't going to stop you.
Have a good night, Dollhouse. Talk to you later. Bye.
Well, well,
Well, I've got a place that I need to go to.
Tell
As
her
a, yeah. As a heads up. I feel like it's just common courtesy. Your employer, the principal or the owner of Mugen Academy, you
mhm.
know them? Seems like
Yep.
I'm supposed to go in for a meeting of some sort pretty soon. Apparently I'm attracting people's attention. Don't know what it means, but I think it's just a bit of courtesy that, given that you cleaned up after my mess, I might as well give you a heads up on whatever's going on.
Fair enough. Good
And,
luck with the principal. You're going to end up a teacher whether you like it or not.
Bullshit.
Try me.
There's a lot of things I can be convinced to be. A teacher probably ain't one of them. Either way,
That man doesn't
Yeah.
have a quirk, but he's got the swagger. Good luck.
pulls out a small piece of paper and puts it down. If you encounter any complications regarding your recovery due to abnormal physiology or biology, consider me a specialist on the abnormal. Give me a
Gotcha.
call, assuming that your life is in danger. Anything short, and I probably won't make the house call, though.
It doesn't matter if I die anyway.
She shrugs. Yeah. Still, dying's uncomfortable.
Is it? I've never thought it was.
To each their own, I guess. Still, the number's there. Later,
Fair enough.
Dollhouse.
See ya.
Then she leaves.
Humans are weird. Guess I should take a nap or something.
So, Aki, after you, I would say, walked, but it's more like a run, ran out of the room, where'd you go to?
I'm kind of just standing in the hallway because I don't know where Torque or counselor lady went.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, kid.
Oh no.
I can look at Tanya. Yeah?
Tell me about how your healing works.
I look to see if there's anybody around first.
There is not. It is almost
Okay, I
the
walk a
night.
little
They're
bit
either in the
closer so I don't
rooms
have
or...
to shout.
Mm-hmm.
I walk a little bit closer so I don't have to shout down the hallway.
Mhm.
It's a power I got from another world. It's water bending, technically.
Okay. Not familiar with the term, but you were channeling energy through chi meridians. What, controlling the natural flow as though it were water?
Kind of, I guess. I just really understand it as using the water molecules in order to help solve, not solve, but to help heal cellular structures.
Mentally, how old are you? Not like years wise, but your developmental stage. Where would you put yourself?
God.
Yeah. Um.
Do you see yourself as an adult, or do you still feel like you're in your late teens?
I still feel about as old as the day that I died, yeah. Late teens. About
Late
20
teens.
at the oldest.
Alright. Well, I don't know how many jumps you've been in, but I'm probably still your elder.
Most likely.
Call it an old habit, but I look out for my underclassmen. If you're a healer, spend some time around here. Not tonight, you've got to recover, but come back in a few nights. I'll be doing some rounds, healing folks up. The nice thing about our jump abilities is that the things that no one in this world can heal suddenly are a lot more manageable.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back in 2 nights' time then.
Alright. I'm off to, see if my magic can't heal a couple of maladies over in the emergency room. After all, I have such a powerful quirk, don't I?
Yes. I'm gonna go with that answer.
As you two kind of split up, you realize the one thing that you've not realized this entire time. You have no phone.
God dang it. My phone is still probably back at the park, smashed to pieces by being trampled.
Probably, yeah. So, you have very little clue what you're doing from here. You could, try to find someone in here. Maybe Tor
Around and at
can...
Tanya.
Yeah, I saw Tanya go into this room, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna peek my head in and say, Tanya, how do I get out of here?
She sighs, gives a small smile to the patient, and then steps out of the room. Do you need me to call you a ride?
No, I think as long as I can get outside, I can judge from there how far away my home is and can get home.
Yeah, you woke up in here. Of course you wouldn't know the way out. Head down this hallway. Look for the signs. You're going to be looking for the way to admissions. It should be pretty easy once you get there. Follow the signs, and if you're confused, look for someone wearing scrubs. They'll be able to give you the rest of the directions.
Thank you.
No problem.
Follow the signs. Out.
You eventually make it outside of the building relatively easily. Discharge was very simple. Dragging back to the city here.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Could be. If you guys want to see what else happens with Tanya that night, feel free
I forgot
to...
Mr. Torch in the hospital.
Oh, it's been several hours, so it's very likely that she took him to Mugen, if anything. Since he doesn't really have, a house to go to, and they have on-campus housing for some students.
Knowing that, can I make my way towards Mugen?
You can, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Making your way downtown.
So you start going to Mugen. It is the dead of night at this point, probably around 11-ish p.m. If you guys want to see what happens to Tanya later this night, check out the Villains episode tomorrow. We're going to go into detail about what the villains are going to be doing as this night after Akia leaves. But anyway, so Akia, you leave the hospital, which is this one. And then Mugen Academy is directly to your north. You can tell by the road. Your house is directly to the south.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to Mugen.
Okay. So you start.
Sophia's also at Mugen.
Oh yeah. Did you head over there after you made sure
Yeah,
the kids were?
I had the checkup. I had the
Right.
confirm-
Yeah. You had to checkup thing. Did you take a teleport there, or did you take a ride, or did
Yeah,
you
I
walk?
just teleported teleported after Tanya left.
Ah, okay. So yeah, you teleport over. So you've been there probably for several hours, either getting checked up by whoever is still there, which is probably Iku and the actual principal, probably checking you up, talking with you, making sure you're okay, stuff like that, getting your information about what happened in that scenario since you were the main one. So, Akia, I assume you're just walking? You can turn into a cheetah.
I kind of want to. Okay.
You're very tired, though.
Taxi?
Can I? Is there a dark alley nearby?
Yep. There's a lot of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go into a dark alley and summon my reindeer, and then just use my reindeer to get there, and then land in a dark alley next to Mugen, and then just walk the rest of the way.
Okay.
There's a reindeer in the sky. Who is it?
It's Chris.
Actually, his name is Ragfear, and he has a red glowing nose.
Oh my god.
And so it grants me clear sight to the horizon at all times, even in deep darkness and thick mist.
Jeez. Thankfully, you're above some clouds as you are on the reindeer, so no one can really look up and see a bright, shining reindeer in the sky. Although no one would believe them if they did, but... yeah.
It's Rudolph.
So you land and you start walking. It only takes you a little bit. Sophia has been there for a couple hours. As you walk through the gates, you do see Iku at the gates. I don't think I have a school exactly. I thought I did. Well, we're going to use this classroom for now. Because I keep forgetting I don't actually. Whoops. Hold on.
That's a lot of people. Probably want to put them on the GM layer.
And,
Oh, hi, Onyx. I didn't realize you were here.
yeah, he's always there. Don't worry. There's the principal, Dukwa, and the quirk master guy, Iku. I don't remember what his quirk was labeled, but it's a thing. Anyways, and they're talking with Sophia at the moment as you walk in. This is the wrong picture. That's the right picture. Nope, that's the right picture. There we go. As you walk in, she's kind of debriefing them, giving them explanations of what happened, especially with the children, and so on and so forth. As you walk in.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a bad time?
Doka looks at you. Miss Izanami?
Oh,
Izanami? Yeah.
Izanami? Miss Izanami.
Yeah.
We're wondering where
She's
you
gonna
were.
start leaving and moving
I'm gonna
towards.
sprint at Sophia. We're gonna be in the middle. We're sprinting at each other.
Yeah, she's like holding onto your arms and stuff at arm's length and looking you over and stuff.
She looks like she got run over by a train emotionally.
What happened?
It's fine. I'll tell you later. But holy crap, am I glad you're okay?
Why didn't you call me? I could have.
I don't have my phone anymore.
Oh, did it break?
More like it was dropped in the park, and I was forced through one of Washi's portals without grabbing it, and it's probably long gone now.
Oh. Well.
But holy crap, am I glad you're okay. I give her a big hug.
Yeah.
Big ol' hug.
Squish.
Your turn. Squish.
Squish.
Doka looks at you too. I'm glad you both are safe, considering the, what's happened tonight.
Safe my ass.
Nods.
Right. Sophina gives Akia just this somber, like, just pitiful look and says, I heard about Washi.
Exactly my point. Safe my ass.
That's why I said you two were safe.
Now's not the time to be that. Yeah. Well, luckily, Dollhouse is able to get myself and himself safe from the frickin' villains.
He nods. We heard about that. You were being held unconscious by a man named Mr. Torque, I believe he was called. At least that's what,
Yeah. Luckily he fucking switched sides or else I would be fucking dead. No thanks to any heroes coming to help.
Unfortunately, most of our heroes were going over to UA at the time. They had a break-in, and a lot of information was stolen about students.
UA has fucking the best students and multiple heroes. They can spare some for us.
I wish they could. Unfortunately, all their students are now on a hit list for the villains.
Oh, boo-hoo, like they weren't before. They're at UA. They're gonna have the strongest quirks there. They can go cry me a river after they've been taken and captured by frickin' villains.
It's not quite them that they will be worried about. It's their families. All information upon select students were gathered.
Most of the students at UA have heroes for parents.
Only most. Unfortunately. There's also been a couple other attacks as well throughout the city. Seemed like this was a, well, not planned event, but they definitely did, make sure to take advantage of the difficulties. You notice he does look obscenely tired at the moment. They are. He looks like he got hit by a freight train. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm no better.
Yeah. It's been long nights, but it is good that at least you two have been safely recovered. And Dollhouse is, well, last I heard, he was in a lot of pain.
He's alive and recovering.
That's good to hear.
That's good.
He's a stubborn old fool, but he's a good man.
Did any teacher ask where Onyx went?
Not yet.
Dollhouse did, but I didn't have the answer.
I mean, that's Dollhouse. He
Yeah,
has to know, but still.
Iku knows because he was told by Sophia what happened to that, but Iku looks at you two. Sophia here told me that Mr. Onyx, we did not know his whereabouts exactly.
Right. I think he was kidnapped.
Yeah, good riddance to him.
He raises
What?
his eyebrow.
Why would you say something like that?
He murdered children!
What?
You what?
She's just really stepped back. in
By the way,
shock.
did they send someone to speak with Dollhouse who's fully conscious?
He's currently asleep. The best of their knowledge is that he's in intensive care at the moment. So the only person they have over there is probably Akari after she dropped off Mr. Torque somewhere.
Well, keep in mind that, you know, Dollhouse does know that Ron was lying about that.
That is true.
Sophia,
So would Sophia, because the kids
Nah,
are
she was too
alive.
busy having a panic attack and... Oh wait, you said Sophia, not Akia. Okay. Yeah, no, I mixed up their names. That's my B.
Why would Sophia know?
Sophia was
Because
gonna
Sophia
bring
was with the kids.
Oh,
older
right.
kids. That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Sophia says to there's a shock all over her face that a hero Ron could do something like that, and says what kids? Who were they?
I don't know. Apparently the
You were
villain
there
plotted
when the whole...
he murdered 2 children.
You were
because he
there
wanted
when
to
he
be
created the
villain.
lie.
No, she doesn't know which children Akio is referring to.
She doesn't.
Yeah,
There's-
Sophia doesn't
remember
know
that-
which
remember that-
children.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Keep
me
in
just
mind,
say-
Sophia knows that Ron was there and part of a thing, right? Because Sophia
Yeah,
was there
Sophia
when they
knows
did the thing.
that Ron
So
was.
Sophia knows that Ron faked the murder of 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just say this before you guys continue.
Huh?
Akia wasn't specific on what kids yet, so if she explains that, that's when she can
Yeah,
start
it's-
figuring
yeah,
it
yeah.
out.
It's just like Ron killed 2 people, and Sophia might think, huh, maybe that has to do with the 2 children that Ron was pretending to kill and trying to trick people into thinking he murdered. I wonder if those 2 things are connected.
To
Mhm.
backplay that memory again from a while ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, from that she's gonna say,
Mhm.
I can't believe he would actually do that. He was just faking about it. It was a lie.
No, he was there. He was trying to become part of the Villains Association. He said he murdered 2 children.
Right.
Like, what kind of hero do that?
I have the children at the manor.
You what?
I brought them to the manor.
Yes, the
Record scratch.
yes, the 2 children, Tina and Lilium, are safely at Miss Sophinia's manor with her grandparents at the moment.
Then why the frick would he frickin' say that?
He must have been trying to hide it from you. But why would he? I mean, he really went in deep with this cover. But it seemed like when he answered the phone, he didn't know me at
Wait,
all.
hang on. Okay, just to cut in here, Sophia, you were there when Ron came up with the idea that he was going to infiltrate the villain's hideout by coming up with the plan that he killed these kids, trying to use that as his int.
Right.
Mhm.
So
That's
your
what I
character
said.
knows all that, yeah.
Yep.
So Sophia does know that, and she said, like, well, yeah, I understand, like, that's the cover that he had, but when he answered the call, it seemed like he didn't, like, know me anymore. I don't know how far he went in with this cover.
Well, him and Dollhouse frickin' fought each other.
They did?
Yeah. And then I got freaked out, created my ball, and then I passed out.
I'm not sure I can really define that as a fight.
It wasn't really a fight. It was Dollhouse slammed him into the ground after his bird tried to peck out Dollhouse. It wasn't really a fight. It was more like teacher yelling at his student and slapping him.
Right.
Mr. Torque, though, however, it was.
From my perspective, as the person that was playing the character that was getting choked out by that, it was a life or death situation. So he was actually like, "Yo, fucking let me go, man. You're killing me here. Fuck you."
That's beautiful. But yeah, to the best of Akia's knowledge, they were on a rampage towards each other, and she doesn't know if Ron's alive or dead, honestly. Although from what Dollhouse said, she's most likely sure he's still alive, unless he died by someone else.
So she continues and says, "So, Dollhouse didn't get back Ron? Is Ron with the villains now?"
I have no idea. I don't freaking know. Like I said, I was passed out due to pain and trauma.
Did you talk to Did you get to see him today?
Dollhouse?
Is he okay?
Well, yeah, but like I'm gonna lean closer to her and like whisper in her ear. I used my water stuff to heal him. And then I'm gonna back away and be like, yeah, so I did talk to him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There's
That's good.
there's a very capable medical what's the word, Corn? Medical person.
Doctor?
Sure, we're going to go
Doctor?
doctor. There's a very capable doctor at that
Medical
hospital.
personnel?
Yeah,
What
medical
do you
personnel.
want?
There we go.
The word you're looking for was personnel.
Okay, yeah, there's a very capable medical personnel at that hospital, so Dollhouse should be in fairly good hands. I'm not entirely sure how her quirk works, nor does she let us test, mostly EQ here. So we don't know exactly how her quirk works at the moment, but she does fairly good work, so we don't push
Yeah,
any.
I mean, I did see him, and he's doing better. He was awake when I was there, but then he was really tired, so I left to let him sleep.
Smart.
Goodness.
We have a long day tomorrow as well, so it's just the 2 of you get acquainted with some situations. Either you can sleep here inside of our dorm rooms, or you can head back to your own home, so that is quite a journey for you.
Sophia gives them like half a second look before looking at she's obviously not bothered with the distance, but
Yeah, Akio looks like she's about to fall over.
yeah, looking at Akia and just like taking hold of her arm again and just giving her this like concerned look and saying, "About Washi, do you wanna, I don't know, like hang out at the mansion tonight?"
You want to talk about it?
I don't know if you want the company or if you want to be alone, but it's better being with someone.
I'm gonna be honest right now. I do want to talk about it. I do want to, you know, sort things out. But I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna make it to the manor.
Well then, let's just go. I'll take you. It's okay.
I'm not putting that burden on you. Let's just take their offer.
It's not a
staying
burden.
here.
Let me take care of you.
I'm
And she
fine.
puts both her hands on your arm and looks at you with those big eyes of hers.
Oh no,
Aw.
she's using the puppy dog eyes.
Japanese kawaii puppy eye.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to. There isn't a will save, is there?
Endurance. Force your way
Endurance.
through.
Can I not make it through? Hold on. Where's my endurance?
Your endurance is strong.
I don't know.
The fuck?
Ah, yeah. the dog stepped on my toe.
Oh. True endurance. Ay, ay, ay.
She sees the result that you have, I guess.
So I'm just gonna look at her and be like, "We're fine. We can stay here." I also need to make sure that Torque doesn't do something terrible.
Wait,
just
what? You're still hanging
here.
around the villain?
He's kind of not a villain anymore. He decided to help the heroes because it was fun, and I'm gonna try and convince him to be a hero and join our classes to be a hero because he has potential. But also, like, shut up! I know what I'm doing.
You can see the
In
blush appear on her
mind, she's
face.
like, oh no.
You can see the blush appear on her face as she remembers the chiseled abs of the man. Those chiseled abs, those defined pecs.
Just like, I know he can. He needs direction, and if we can direct him towards the hero side, he can become a hero. He can become the person that's better for society.
That sounds like a really good. That sounds like a really good plan, but she like lowers her voice to talk to her again and stuff, and saying, I'm just concerned that this attention that you're putting on this stranger is just a distraction from what you're feeling right now."
I'm sorry, Megan. I didn't hear that last bit. I was laughing too hard.
Are you guys laughing over his fucking pecs?
No, they're making fun of me.
Oh shit.
Basically,
Basically she says, the attention that you're putting on the stranger, are you sure it's not just a distraction you're giving yourself for the things that you're feeling right now?
No. No, it's no.
You don't even need to roll sense roll for those. She is so blatantly clear.
I'm not lying. I'm trying to help another person to be the better person.
And that
I'm
sounds
not
like a
trying
great
to
idea.
distract myself.
Sure.
Like, it's fine. It's
That
fine.
sounds good, but can we focus on you instead of someone else right now?
Why do we need to focus on me? I'm fine.
Because you're more important than this stranger to me.
But there's nothing wrong with me. I already have a counselor.
There is. You need to rest.
Doku looks at you and is like, Mr. Torque is perfectly well taken care of right now with us. He is currently recovering from the, he looks at a piece of paper on his table. Grievous injuries of extreme pain that may or may not, he continues to read, he's like looking up and then back down, have been also caused by Akari.
Oh,
From several inappropriate handshakes.
Where is he?
He's currently sleeping in one of the barracks. Akari dropped him off a little bit earlier before she went to go see Dollhouse again.
Was he at least conscious when she dropped him off?
I think he was saying he really wanted to be stepped on.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like it.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Sophia. Tomorrow, we'll spend the whole day tomorrow before my therapy appointment talking about my feelings, because obviously there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just going there as a precaution. It's fine. But we'll spend all day tomorrow talking about my feelings or whatever. I just have to make sure he's not gonna die because he's gonna do something stupid.
Why? Can I just ask why you care about him so much?
Because he was gonna help me save Washi.
Oh!
He was going to fight beside me to help save Washi had we made it there, but we didn't get there in time.
Gonna ignore the fact that was entirely his fault.
I mean,
You weren't gonna make it.
Sophina doesn't know that. So.
Yeah, just gonna X-nay that from this conversation.
I say the fact that he put a tranquilizer in my Pegasus.
And you're the one saying these words to your best friend who doesn't think she's gonna lie to her, so...
Yeah, which is...
It's not lying!
It is lying.
It's just withholding information that could be very pertinent to the situation, you know. Totally not lying.
Okay, well, Sophina just gives her a... Just stares at her for some seconds, just trying... confirming, trying to sense her seriousness in her voice, and just
Torque
nods.
promised he would fight alongside us against Jack the Stitcher. But things went down, things didn't happen the way they needed to be. I misjudged some calculations, and I ended up becoming even more injured to the point where I had passed out on our way there, and apparently he doesn't like heights, so my Pegasus ended up having to leave very suddenly.
In the air.
Maybe, but he did take the brunt of the fall when we fell 50 feet out of the air. I landed on top of him.
You're just balancing the nice and good here with the, oh my god, he dropped you from 50 feet in the air.
It's fine. I healed all of his broken ribs as much as I could before I passed out again due to exhaustion and pain.
Right, and that's good that you helped him. Okay, well, okay. And she lets go of your arms and just kind of backs away a little bit.
Aww.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Take care of you.
Tomorrow is just us. It's all girls' day with just us. I'll see you at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
It's fine. If you have something come up too, it's okay. Well, I guess
I'm
I'll
not
see
gonna
you.
have something come up. It'll just be us. I promise.
Ah.
I swear to God, if I get, I'm going to hurt you, Dalton.
Dokua nods and says, tomorrow is going to be a day off of sorts for all of you to rest, recuperate, and make sure that you take the time necessary to make adjustments to your schedules and see if there's anything you can do for yourselves and those you would care for. The day after tomorrow, there will be a memorial for Washi. We'll be giving him, as per Dollhouse's request, a proper send-off for a full-fledged hero. The day after that, classes will resume as normal, although Dollhouse will likely not be too fit to be a proper teacher at that point. Hopefully his physical injuries will have recovered mostly, but his mental injuries, we still don't know the extent. Losing a student, he hesitates for a moment as he continues, is not something you get over easily. At least, not for most.
Especially when it's new students sent out to go after someone who's had multiple murders. And she gives them a side eye and then starts leaving.
Yes.
She's gone.
He sighs for a second as you see him like rest his arms on the table. Unfortunate situation. He looks at Akia. Is there anything else we can do for you, miss?
Which way to the dorm so I can make sure he's not dying?
Go out to the courtyard and to the left you'll find the dorms. Inside the dorms, he's the first door on the left. They are currently unoccupied.
Alright. I'm gonna go that way and make sure that Zero isn't dead because of the counselor trying to kill him from him making
Step
on me.
powder.
Help me.
Okay. So you start going out. You eventually find the courtyard, which I'm going to use. I don't know. I'll use this picture for because I can. Ignore the people on there. There are no people on there anymore. I'm going to use this area because I can. Just pretend it's a lot smaller. Actually, no, there's the, oh no, that's for my other, no, that's for this one. Boop. There we go. Just imagine this is the, small portion of the house. Yes, and he's currently on the bed. Imagine this is just a room instead of a hospital room, and you'll be fine. Anyways, so, yeah, you eventually find him inside of his room. After wandering around a little bit, you eventually come onto the compound, find your way inside. It's a nice, kind of spacious little home. It's not the most extravagant, but it's a pretty decent place. And you eventually find him inside of his bedroom, sleeping. Well, you imagine he's sleeping. He may or may not have a concussion.
Is he bleeding out?
No. His chest looks a little bit flat, but,
Yes, she stepped up me.
I would hope it's flat considering he's a guy.
It's a little bit more indented than you normally would think most chests are, but he can breathe semi-easily.
What the fuck?
Alright. Can I make an endurance roll to try and continue to heal him where I left off?
Sure. You are unbelievably tired right now, and you...
Pass out trying to heal him and just dunk him in water instead of actually healing him, but that depends.
You could potentially pass out on his chest frame as you two are in the same
I'm
bed.
not standing over him. I'm like off to the side of the bed, maneuvering the water over there, but the water might not actually get any healing properties, and I might just splash him while I pass out on the floor.
Feel free to roll endurance.
Man, the shipping is intense. Holy shit.
I pass out on the floor and he's covered in water now.
Yeah, it slams water on, freezing cold water, mind you, because you didn't bother to turn on the hot water section. No, you just did the cold water section. It flowed over, splashed his bed is covered in water, your head hits the bed, and then you just kind of crumple to the floor.
Oh, I know how that feels, considering it happened to me in the hospital. Fucking trying to pour myself a drink, the whole fucking bloody thing fell apart and She fell on top of me.
So you wake up with a start as you see Akia passed out on the floor, completely unconscious, and you are soaked to the bone. And also your chest hurts, and your face hurts, and your arms hurt, and your ribs continue to hurt.
Oh, please.
Sleep has not been pleasant for you.
First time I get to have a good night's sleep. Now this.
Dead.
Who's the madman? Oh, it's the fox girl. It jumps off.
You jump off of your bed, and you walk forward slightly, and you kick her in the shin.
I'm gonna grab her by the shoulder, start shaking her. Hey, wake up!
Roll me endurance, Akia.
Oh no.
You can kind of sort of wake up. It looks like Death himself is on top of you, but you can wake
You know
up,
what?
kind of.
Wait. I'm gonna check if she's breathing.
How you gonna check that? You put your ear right up to your mouth, or?
What?
No, see if her heartbeat is going.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
All right, so
Move your head down and press her right against her chest. Like, that's a
I
heart.
know how to check for heartbeats.
Yeah. Well, you either do it via pressing your head against their chest, or you do it via putting your hand on their neck or their wrist. I'm not sure which one you're going to take, considering you have no knowledge in medical work.
Yeah, he's gonna grab her hand to feel for her pulse while accidentally holding his pulse.
He's gonna hold his own pulse.
That's.
He'd be like, "There's no pulse. Okay, you know what? I got it. Don't worry, Akia. I know what to do. I don't, but you know what? I've seen it in movies."
You
CPR.
literally no knowledge of how any medical stuff works.
Be prepared, Akia. I'm doing mouth to mouth to you.
Oh, God.
Like I'm drowning. Wait.
Oh, she tries to check for your heartbeat. He's like, there's no heartbeat. Mouth to mouth, only way.
And
You
then it's her
are-
option if she wants to wake
You
up.
are slightly conscious at the moment as you look out. A shadowy figure above you is saying, mouth to mouth.
He's slightly insane.
Just a little bit. He might just be a little bit crazy. He doesn't actually know what it does for you. He just knows he's seen it before.
You've seen it in movies. That's fine.
He's just copying movies, and movies don't even do it right.
Exactly. AJ just puts his hand on your chest, don't, which hurts quite a bit because your ribs are also in quite a lot of pain. Before he moves his head down, because of your 50 endurance, you are slightly awake, so you can move if you wish to.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of try and roll over and go back to sleep.
You see her move over after you
Oh.
compress her chest frame against the ground a couple times.
Mate, you haven't woken up, then that means mouth to mouth is gonna commence.
Oh no! I rolled over!
I roll you back and give you mouth to mouth.
He rolls you back. You're still dead.
I'm not dead!
This is the funniest shit. He's so stupid.
Left him to his own devices.
So he attempts to give you mouth to mouth. Does that wake you up?
He's gonna get a fucking smack if he tries.
I'm doing it.
Oh my god. Oh, roll me
Alright.
endurance. Let's see how much you want to exist at the moment. Oh, you want to exist.
You wanna avoid this
He's like 2 inches above your face when your eyes snap open and you see him leaning in.
I fucking smack him as hard as I can.
You smack him hard enough to pin him to the chair as his like entire body hits the chair and rocks into the wall, and his concussion is coming back in force. Oh my
It
god.
works. It works every time.
Is that what you think mouth to mouth is now? You're just standing over somebody?
You lean in and they wake up.
Is that what he thinks mouth to mouth is now?
Apparently.
I don't know.
Your chest frame hurts quite a bit though, as he didn't do a proper CPR push down, but he did indeed push down really fucking hard.
What the fuck, dude? Why does my chest hurt more?
I was bringing you back to life. You're welcome, by the way.
I wasn't dead. Excuse
You seem dead. You seem dead. You were on the
I
ground.
was unconscious.
What's the difference?
One is asleep and one is they're never waking up again. And one, the dead one, means they're not breathing.
I couldn't feel a pulse, though. See, look. He pulls out his hand and just presses it. No pulse.
That's your own hand. That's your own pulse.
Oh. Well, I might have to check that because I don't feel it either.
I am alive. Or not.
You
Someone
know,
teach
Anyway.
Sophia was right. I'm going home. I'm gonna start walking towards.
You're not gonna
door.
show him. You're not gonna show him how to check his own pulse.
Nope.
You attempt to keep walking, and you get about to the door frame before literally the entire day's events catches up to you, and you wobble at the door.
Oh, God.
Exhaustion has sucker punched you in the gut at this point.
Do you need help there, my dear?
I'm gonna sleep on a bench. Is there a bench out in the hallway?
There's a couch.
I'll go sleep on a couch.
So,
He
Mr.
follows.
Torque, you don't know very many things, but one thing that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt: this bed is comfy, couches are not that comfy. Better than the floor.
Also, this bed is wet.
I am. But a wet bed is still a comfy bed, it's just unpleasant.
He just walks out with her. He kind of looks at her and be like, so, what are you doing?
I was going to heal you, but apparently I'm too tired to heal you, so I passed out.
Well, do you want to sleep on my bed? It's a bit wet, but it can be comfortable. Just ignore the wetness.
Do I know if I can draw out the water from the bed?
With that 22, you probably would be able to some degree. You wouldn't be able to drag it very far, but you'd be able to splash it onto the floor, or in a bucket if you had one.
Do you have a bucket?
Let me check.
There's a trash can. You don't know the difference.
This will do, right?
Alright, I walk back into the room. I pull out as much water as I can and throw it into what he calls a bucket.
You hit, mostly.
Is the bed at least semi-dry now?
Ah, yeah, the bed's not perfectly dry, but it's going kind of damp. The floor is also kind of damp, but that's fine. The bucket is mostly full with water.
Alright. I'm gonna sit in the chair and pass out.
Okay.
No, Wally, it's not what you think. I promise.
Alright, so you sleep in the chair or the bed?
The chair. I sleep in the chair.
Alright. You lean down onto the chair and you're out like a fucking light.
Good.
Oh,
We're gonna
no,
sleep
not
for
this again.
12 hours now.
Are you gonna pick her up and throw onto the bed now? You just don't leave on the chair.
He just bends down, looks at her. Listen, Akia, as much as I would like to see you sleep in that chair, can't really have that because Octopus Lady is gonna fucking kill me if she finds out you're passed out here. And of course, and while I would enjoy that, I don't think it would be an enjoyable experience for you to wake up to.
God.
You're just talking to an unconscious creature at the moment. There's no response or anything. She's breathing, and that's about it. You're not getting anything from her.
What do you say, Mister? Oh, fuck! I forgot my children aren't existed. Damn it. You know what? I'm gonna pick you up and try and take you somewhere.
You can't take her.
Well, he knows that he will get fucking beaten up again if he has a student in his house. So he picks her up over the shoulder and just walks at the house. And then says, "Do anyone know this IKEA girl? Is there a place she can be?"
You notice there are several other houses around. Possibly? No, well, probably they're locked, but there's windows. You are no stranger to entering through windows.
I knock on every door.
There is no answers.
Alright, I'll check back next week. Go to every other door.
Oh my god.
Come on, I don't want to break in. That'll get me killed again.
There's no answers because there's nobody in this encampment.
You know what? Fuck. This is gonna be a lot. You know what? Fuck it. Grabs a rock and throws it against the window.
You do in fact break the semi-nice window.
He chucks her through the window and pulls
Oh
herself in.
my god! You're gonna have a
Just
real
like
crappy morning.
Just like back at home. And he
I'm
picks her
gonna
up.
land on so much broken glass.
Oh
While
my
that's
god.
while I get myself in here, I pick her up, look for a bed.
You find the same layout as your house, you walk on a bed, toss her on it.
I tuck her in nice and kindly,
Oh,
pulling any
no.
glass shots out of her.
Blood spilling onto the bed.
I make sure it's bandaged.
You don't know how to bandage.
I know how to stop myself from bleeding.
He wraps you up in
Yeah,
a cocoon.
no. Oh god.
You are too unconscious to care. But tomorrow morning, you're gonna have some fun.
And then, with that, I say, "You have a good sleep then, and I'll see you tomorrow, if you're there. Who knows?" And like that, I yeet through the window again.
Oh my god. Alright, now you're covered in wounds as well. You head back to your room.
I'll be curious if anyone finds me on the way. They're like, "What the
God.
fuck are you doing out here?"
There's literally no one in this encampment. The only people at that school are the two principals inside their principal room, and
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Mr. Tark is not a guy who likes boredom. He's gonna go fucking find something.
oh my god. Sleep is for the strong.
You know, I've been sleeping all day, and that woman gave me a good beating. You know what? I'm gonna find something to do. Don't worry, Akiya, I won't blow the place up yet.
Well, will you attempt to entertain yourself for the night, as odd as that sounds? Sophia, I assume you head straight back to your manor?
Yeah, she just like turns out of the academy to some place and then just teleports back.
Nice. Do you do anything, like, contemplating anything, or do you just sigh and decide to head to bed?
No, she's probably just gonna relax with her grandparents, see how the children are doing, and then head off.
Nice. The children are getting pretty accustomed to everything. As you said, your grandparents are a bit strict, but they are very used to taking orders and doing what they need to do, so they do it without question or, what's the word? Insult, I guess. And so they're pretty adjusted to life, and then you start heading to sleep. Dollhouse is sleeping as well at this point. In fact, I think everyone is sleeping, except for Mr. Torque. Mr. Torque is having a very difficult time. Next day,
Spinning on chairs.
next day comes around. Mr. Torque is possibly back in bed at this point. Don't actually know. Mr. Torko Boom,
Yeah,
what'd you do
he
during the
ain't going.
night?
He ain't going to bed. Once he finds something, he's gonna have fun until someone tells him not to.
God, I don't even know what you're doing at this point.
You know what? I got it. He's spinning on a chair.
Oh my god, yeah, you just took a chair in your room, you've just been spinning on it for like 8 hours.
Oh my god.
Pulls the fire alarm.
Oh no. Alright, so Akio, you wake up next morning in outrageous amounts of pain, but in shockingly what looks to be the exact same room you went to sleep in. Except that you're covered in some kind of bandages, and there's a lot of blood around you, and also there's a lot of glass on the ground next to you. Oh, besides that, everything looks the same.
I get up and I take inventory of my wounds. Can I tell they're glass wounds?
Yeah, you can. They're also flesh wounds. So,
Okay.
not very deep. Just normal, average, everyday wounds. If you decide to
Okay.
go through a window a lot.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna take like 10 minutes to at least close the wound so I'm not bleeding everywhere.
Yep, the wounds are sufficiently healed, more or less. You are extremely groggy. You did not get a super amount of sleep. Only like probably like 6-7 hours or so. It's probably like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, you're very tired. It kind of feels like you got run over by a train. Events of yesterday are slowly creeping into your mind, and you want to die.
Alright. With that, I'm gonna go to Sophinia's house.
Okie using your previous teleportation way?
Nah, I'm just gonna turn into a cheetah and run over there.
Alright. With your
Just see a broken window in your home.
Yeah. See a broken window. You hear inside of a room, wee! Wee!
I'm concerned. What?
Zero is vomiting inside of his room because he's been spinning for so long. And then he goes back to spinning. He probably goes to eat something after a while. But yeah, he's just been spinning for a long, long while.
Oh, I just thought of something that Sophina would have done yesterday, just real fast.
What's that?
She would have gone to the phone store to get new phones.
It's a smart plan,
Since her
actually.
friend deleted.
Yeah. So I assume you put in your contact info in the phone as well, so.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so eventually, Akia gets over to you. Very tired. It doesn't take too significantly long, but it is across most of the town. But she does run up to you. About 8 o'clock or so, she gets to your house. Tired, probably soaked in sweat. I don't know how cheetahs sweat, but, you know, it's probably something that's sweaty. And she arrives at your house, pretty much on the dot, honestly. As the doorbell gets rung. I assume you go and see her?
Sophina just fucking blinks at her. I was surprised that she's already awake. Seems like she needed a fucking power nap that was like gonna be 12 hours long.
I mean, I would have wanted to sleep for 12 hours.
She looks like she needs about 15 years of sleep.
But I guess she's already here.
Yeah. She did say 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she said we'll be seeing you at 8 o'clock, and so she's there on the fucking dot.
Well, then that was your own fault there. But okay, yeah, let her in. I don't know what the fuck.
So, you wanted to talk about my feelings or something?
How early do you get up normally, Sophia?
Earlier than that.
Okay, so you're probably only a little bit groggy, mostly because the last night was kind of late, but you're feeling more or less rejuvenated, much more than she is, but yeah.
Considering.
Mhm.
Well, but before that, you checked up on Torque? What's his name?
It was a bad idea. It was a bad plan. Don't ever let me do that again.
What? What happened?
I can only assume I was chucked through a broken window.
Jesus Christ.
She gives you a really, like, wide-eyed look. He threw you out a window?
No, it threw me into a building that he broke the window of, which made it so I landed on broken glass.
Why? I'm missing the whole setup here.
You know, just don't ever let me do something that stupid again.
Oh.
You're pinning him in such a bad light.
Love how the first thing, like, the way back then, she was like, I want to help change him. I think we should. Then, like, 12 hours later, don't ever make me do that again.
Yeah, so he was kind of, like, blinking at her, surprised by the turn of events. Well, here's a new phone. And she hands you a new phone.
You didn't have to. We could have gone today.
Oh, I actually decided to go there because I wanted to buy an extra burner phone that I would hide somewhere else, so that I could have it.
Okay. Well, thank you a lot. That means a lot to me.
Oh my gosh, that ass in the corner. What?
I know. I was just looking at it.
What's in? Oh, oh my god.
Ass in the corner.
I love how you guys make these things right at the corner, so I can't actually see them until you guys reference them, and they'll like move over. It's like, oh, hello. Okay.
So, what? Suddenly now, your view on him has changed?
It's complicated. Let's just. Today is about us. Today is about you and me. I don't give a shit anymore. Just us.
Well, you know, I do feel bad though. I mean, I know that he was someone that was trying to help, and I was quite aggressive with my questioning and everything. So I just wanted to try making up with you with asking about him, since, you know. But yeah.
I made some poor choices. You know, okay, let's just, today is just us. Let's forget we can talk about him tomorrow. Let's just go have a girls' day, you know? A mental health girls' day.
Alright. She smiles sweetly at you.
Go to the spa. Let's go to the spa.
Are we... Alright. Yeah. Do you actually want to pay, or do you just want to teleport in?
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. We can do either one, and it won't be that big of a big deal.
We can hit the movies, and no one will know.
I just teleported the back. Today, let's just try to be normal teenage girls for once, and actually go through the front door.
Actually take a taxi?
Yeah, let's actually take a taxi today. We haven't done that in a while.
Aww.
That sounds really fun.
So you two have a very good girls' day, which shockingly doesn't get interrupted, like at all.
We actually go to the spa.
Yeah, you guys go to the spa, you guys go get some movies. You know, the day is literally yours, except for your therapy session. That's like at some portion in time. Then you go there. Then you have the rest of your girls' day.
Yeah, I just go to my therapy session tonight, and then we just do our things.
Yep.
We have a sleepover.
Yep. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna move over here because I want to have a section with Mr. Talk as well. And Wally, I think, yeah, I'll figure out what we're going to do tomorrow with your character, because I need to know whether or not you're, in terms of the day, whether or not your character would actually figure out that the villains are over there. So your character may come up tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. And we'll figure out anything else after. But anyway, so Mr.
We
Torque.
shall know the clap of them mountain-sized
Oh, God.
cheeks.
So Mr. Torque, you eventually get very hungry. Very hungry. Mostly because you keep vomiting your soul out.
I think that's the last bit of it. I should refill myself.
God. So you eventually get hungry. There is a cafeteria on grounds, which you were told by the teacher, Akari, that there is a cafeteria in case you get hungry. So we decided to go over there.
Alright.
While over there, there is only one person who is actually still here in this area, and that is Risa, being the diligent student that she always is, even when it's a day of recovery and stuff like that. She has decided to spend the day studying.
Thank you. Alright.
Yep. And she's just eating.
Slides on the table.
Oh, hello.
Howdy, what's your name?
My name is Risa Chikai.
Nice to meet ya. I'm Mr. Talk.
Oh, are you a new student here?
Possibly. It depends how long I live.
Normally that's not a, measurement of if you're a student or not, but, is there any particular reason that you won't be living here for very long?
Well, it was either jail or become a hero. I chose the hero.
She looks at you with a bit of a raised eyebrow. Right. Well, as I said, I'm Marisa. I'm the student president, and I make sure everybody's okay and well adjusted to the best of my ability. If you need me, I'm usually here.
What are you doing?
Currently I'm eating. I have a couple of routines I tend to go through throughout the day, and I have a couple of private sessions with some of the teachers here in order to refine my ability.
So your ability is to eat a lot?
No, my ability is to use X-ray vision.
X-ray vision.
You know.
Sounds interesting.
You also notice a book right next to her, although I don't know if your character would actually read the title.
Where's the food, by the way?
Oh, the food is just over there. She gestures to a, not like a buffet, because obviously it's a day off, so there's not a whole lot of food, but there is some leftovers from like the day earlier. It's over there. There's not a whole lot going on today, so it's just a couple of leftovers, but it's quite a bit of food.
Nice, nice. Also, what's that book you're reading?
Oh, this is the nervous system of the human body. You see, with my X-ray vision, I can actually see your musculature as well as where all your veins and pressure points are. So in theory, if I learn hard enough and I start doing some martial arts activity, I could, in theory, paralyze you by hitting 4 different points in your body. And then unparalyze you by hitting those 4 exact points as well.
That sounds complicated.
Exceptionally. That's why I have to study. Did you?
I have a bit of a problem, if you don't mind checking it out.
Sure. What kind of problem is it?
He kind of like leans over the table until he's like... he's lying flat on it. So he pulls out his arm. My friend noticed that my heartbeat wasn't pulsing or whatever, and I can't tell if I'm dead or alive. Can you check if my heart is beating?
I assume your heart is beating from you talking, but she like puts her hand on yours and feels it. As you notice, her eyes like switch into like a different. It's really weird looking at her, but like her eyes like change slightly as she looks at you. Your heart is pumping rather regularly. You can feel it through your arms and seems to be going through your entire body. Although you appear to have her eyes switch again. Slight damages to a lot of your skeletal structure. Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, I don't think so. But you know what? What can you do?
I would suggest going to see.
But at least I know I'm alive this time.
Yes, you are very alive. With those injuries, I would suggest you go see the counselor and see if you can stay at the hospital soon. Akari is typically quite accommodating with those who are quite injured.
Hospital. Last time I went to a hospital, I almost blew it up.
She looks at you very concerned.
But you know what? I don't have my babies with me, so that's okay.
Oh, it's
I've dead out.
okay. Well, I can help you find Miss Akari if you need me to.
Oh, certainly, but first I must eat what I have lost.
Yes, eating would probably be good for you. Her eyes switch again. You look hungry.
Oh, I'm very hungry. I just threw up everything I ate the other day.
Okay. She looks very awkward. Okay.
While I'm eating, I ask, so tell me, who is this Ron person?
Who?
Oh, you don't know the Ron man? The Ronnie man? Who's Ron? I don't know. He sounds cool.
Can you tell me what he looked like?
Well, kind of like knocks his head. I mean, I kind of saw him through a crystal wall, and then I was passing out, so... What did he look like? What did he look like? Blue face? No, was it red? You know what? If I find a picture, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, we did have a new transfer student recently, but, not sure if you'd know them, or any of the students here, really.
I only know one.
Huh. Yeah, I would suggest you ask the counselor. She probably knows the people here better than I do to a degree. I only know a couple from the actual class we're in and some that we meet from other classes. But, yeah, the counselor would probably know whoever this, Ron is.
Okay. He just skips about finishing what he ate. And
Should eat a plate
gives
of
her
food.
a big hug. Thank you for the food. Make sure to eat. And runs
you.
away.
Did you want to see the counselor?
Oh yeah, where's the counselor?
Oh, she's, do you want me to walk you there, or?
You know, that's probably a good idea. Last time I was running around this place, I almost got my ass handed to me. Yeah, how about you come?
Okay. She closes a book and puts it into her bag before covering her food and doing the same as she stands out to walk with you.
Also, piece of advice, if there's a hot octopus lady coming by here, hide me.
The only octopus lady I know is Counselor Akari.
Again, hide me.
Okay. You could tell the concern she has. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see what happens to Dollhouse and to Diana, or not Diana, Tanya tomorrow, check out the Villains episode we're going to be doing on Twitch at 7 p.m. PST. We're going to be exploring what happens when some people get into there, whether or not Ron's character, Axel, will be meeting Dollhouse for the first time, or if they will completely pass each other, completely. Depends on how much destruction they decide to cause inside of this hospital. It may be a lot, maybe a little. I honestly don't know, because the villains are kind of insane. And, yeah, we'll be seeing you guys on the next
And the
episode.
heroes have one of them.
I know, right? I'm very concerned. But okay, we'll see you guys in the next episode. As always, check out our Patreon and our other channels as well on YouTube. And we'll see you folks next episode. Bye.
I took pain meds.
Bye.